Hey y'all, it is me, Chocolate China. I'm gonna come to y'all today with a somewhat serious issue. Um, those of y'all that know me, okay, and know my family, my dad has a drug addiction problem. Well, he just recently got out of rehab at the beginning of September, I think. Yeah. Okay. He has been battling a drug addiction for a long time. Okay. So anybody that has dealt with that, especially with a parent, y'all know the ups and downs that you go through as a child. I mean, you know what I'm saying? As the child of that person, whether you were little when it was happening or whether you were grown as it was happening. Okay. So anybody anybody that know me know I don't like being fake. I don't like to, you know, put on or whatever or hide the way I feel. I know sometimes it's necessary, but I don't like to do it. Now, one of my dad's friends sent me a message on Facebook and was saying, I hate what's going on with your dad. We was talking the other day. We was talking about our children. And y'all, I have two brothers that we have the same mom and dad. My sister, we have the same mom. But me and my two brothers, same mom and dad. So they know what I'm going through. But anyway, he sent me a message and said, I've been around since you've been born or whatever. Me and your dad, we've been talking about our children, and I don't want you to turn your back on your dad, and his addiction is a disease, and you wouldn't turn your back on somebody that had cancer. That was the main thing, what I got from it. He might have been saying some other stuff, but that's what I got from it. Like, my dad has a disease. I shouldn't turn my back on him because if it was cancer, I wouldn't turn my back on him. Now, although I appreciate the note, I appreciate him taking out his time. He said God laid that on his heart. He felt like that's what he needed to do. I appreciate that. I really, really do. But the topic I want to talk about today is drug addiction is not a disease. It's not. Bottom line. Drug addiction is not the same thing as having cancer. People don't choose to have cancer. You choose whether you put a crack pipe up to your lip. Ain't that how you smoke crack? Or put it up to whatever. Blow on it, suck on it, whatever you have to do to it. Or shoot it up or whatever. That's a choice. I will never have crack disease or heroin disease if I never put it into my body. If I wake up tomorrow and go to the doctor and they tell me I have cancer, that's not something that I did. Unless you a smoker and you get lung cancer or something like throat cancer or tongue cancer or whatever. I mean, that's a decision that you make. Yeah, you got the disease, but you knew you had a chance of getting that disease before you put the cigarette in your mouth. Nonetheless, being a drug addict is not a disease. I want to know, why do people say that? To me, that's an excuse. That's not a disease. That is not a disease. You made the choice to smoke the pipe, to shoot it up, to snort it up, to smoke it up. However you have to do it, you chose to do that. A disease is not a choice. People that have sickle cell disease do not choose to have that. They didn't wake up one day and say, you know what, I think I want sickle cell. Let me run out here right quick and let me get a sickle cell. That's not what people do. That is not a choice. Disease is not a choice. Being a drug addict is. Just like being a hoarder is a choice. People on hoarder be talking about that's a disease. No, that's not. That's just junky as hell. That's not a disease. If you pile up shit sky high and you don't throw it away, that's a choice. That is a choice. That's not a disease. That's not a disease. I don't know where people is getting us from talking about that's a disease. And don't get me wrong. Yes, drug addiction is a problem. That is a problem. Okay. And I know that my dad needs all the help that he can get. He's been in and out of rehab. He's lived here, lived there, whatever. But it's like, I've been around the block with that. Yeah, I love him. That's my daddy. That's my daddy. But at a certain point, when do you get to the point where you say, okay, we done been around this block before. We done had this episode before. You know what? I done had enough. I'm not going to participate. And you know, I tell y'all all the time, I hate stupidity. I hate stupidity. And I hate going through the same thing over and over and over and over again. I hate that. As much as I hate stupidity. Like, why we gotta keep going through this? I love my daddy to death. I don't want y'all to get me wrong. But at some point, I mean, no, when he come around, I mean, I'm glad to see him. I'm glad he's still alive. I'm glad that my children are able to see him. But am I running, jumping all over him, hugging his neck, kissing all over his face? No. I'm not. Am I trying to break my neck to have a conversation with him? No, I'm not. Because for one thing, when you have the opportunity to be around, you don't. My children call you uncle, not granddaddy. They call you uncle because that's what their cousins call you when they talk about you. Uncle. So that's what they call you. And, you know, I just get tired. And the other night, I just sat there and I talked to my husband and I just cried. Not because I'm sad or anything like that. It's because I am tired. I am tired of people treating me like I'm the adult and he's the child. Like, you ought not treat your daddy like that. You ought not do this to your daddy. You need to do this for your daddy. Why? He the one decided to become a drug addict. He the one decided to get on drugs. Not me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not the one with the issue. I done rode up and down the road to his little rehabs and things to visit him and write him letters and accept his phone calls and stuff like that. I feel like I have done my part. I have tried to be there for him. But at what point do you say, okay, I'm tired of riding this merry-go-round? I'm just tired. Like, why do people expect so much from me? Why do I always have to be the adult, whether I'm the oldest or not? It's like people always expect me to be the adult. Why? I do not get it. Why do I have to be the adult, be the bigger person, and accept whatever everybody else is doing? Try to make them feel like it's okay, or it's all right, or it's not as bad as what it really is. Why do I have to be the one? Why can't I be like everybody else and be like, psh, I ain't finna fool with that? That's what a lot of other folks do. I ain't dealing with that. You know, give you the beatbox. You know, give you that whole thing. But look at me and sit up and say to me, oh, you ought to do this, or you should not do this. Can I have a moment? Like, really, I have issues too. I don't see nobody around me trying to pet me and do all this and that. No, I have to deal with my issues on my own however I see fit. Ain't nobody giving me no handout. Ain't nobody standing around with open arms for me when I do something wrong. So why do I have to cater to everybody else like that? I am just tired. I'm just tired. Sometimes I just go sit in my car and I just cry. Cause I'm like, what? Who do these people think I am? Really, who do these people think I am? I ain't everything to everybody. I can't be. I'm not. I won't be. I can't do everything. I can't say everything somebody want me to say. I'm definitely not going to feel how everybody think I should feel. And my daddy is the type of person where he's a very lovable person. He's very, very funny. So he can get under your skin fast. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He the type of person where he can make you laugh. He can be your best friend, whatever. And he knows everybody. So I get this from everybody from, I can be at work, I can be at Walmart, I can be at the car wash, I can, wherever I could get a dose of this. Well, I saw your daddy, blase this and blase that. Okay, well, when you seen my daddy, did you smack the joint out his hand? Or did you give him another one? That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Because some of these same folks have been there doing the drugs with him. Or have supplied him. But then come looking at me like I need to be doing something to help him. Pray for him. That's all I can do. I can let him talk to my children. That's about all I can do. Because I'm off the merry-go-round. I'm off the merry-go-round. I can't do it. I don't like being fake. I don't like being phony. I don't like to be smiling up in people's faces when I really want to smack them. I don't like that. Now, if I am wrong, or whatever, or if there's a different outtake, let me know how y'all feel. If you've been in the same situation, because see, that's the thing. I ain't talked to nobody that's been in the same situation that I have. It's always people on the outside looking in. I need to hear from somebody that's been in the same situation. Your parent is a drug addict. And it's everybody looking at you like you supposed to be the savior. I ain't the savior. My name ain't Jesus. My name ain't God, Father God. I'm not none of that. I'm not none of that. I am me. I can't make decisions and take care of nobody else. I can't do that. So if y'all been in the same situation I've been in, let me know what y'all think. How are y'all handling this? Cause, child, my nerves is there. It's there. So anyway, y'all let me know what's going on with y'all. If y'all been in the same situation, let me know. Cause I need to hear somebody else's thoughts and things. So y'all rate and subscribe. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Toodles.